brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, Max Malone, recording live from my mama's home. I'm on a super squeaky chair. I am not at home for the next 2 or 3 days, but I still wanted to record. And you know, I normally pre-record some videos, but I couldn't pre-record 5 videos in a week. 2 is okay, maybe 3, but 5 pre-recorded videos is just a little too much, especially when the season is restarting. So yeah. Today is the first day that I am able to play Magic at all since the season started, and I wanted to do something that I really freaking love, playing mono black with a Dream Devourer. That is why the deck is called Dream On, Dream On. So don't you worry, it looks very different. I'm down here, so the field is over here. But yeah, I had to do a video. I couldn't go on without a video. We will be on our 250 videos the day that Strixhaven releases, so I think my first Strixhaven video will be my first D&D video will be a freaking 250th video that I do for this channel. Insanity. Freaking insanity. But enough yammering, let's get into the mono black hammering. So this is a mono black control deck and I like it very freaking much. And we have 2 Dream Devourers in here just to make sure that we can play all of our good stuff just a little bit sooner. And yeah. Dream Devourer says you can foretell everything in your hand apart from lands, and it will be reduced by 2. And there is a lot of stuff in here that is just no colors, like generic mana to pay. So that means that you can just, like, if you, for example, play your Dream Devourer and foretell your Mazemind Tome, then you can play it for free. I mean, you still pay the 2, kinda, but you kinda also play it for free. Especially if you have your Forsaken Monument out. So that is something that I absolutely wanted to try. And here it is. So let's get over the deck real freaking quick, just so you know what's the gist of it. I mean, you know this kind of deck. But we still have some days to play. And that is why I wanted to bring out a classic. I didn't have too much time. I have to have my mom in the house a little bit. So yeah, this is like my newest and last version of the mono black control deck before we going into the dungeon. So let's see what we have here. We have all these colorless spells like the Mazemind Tome. Scries, draws, gives us some life. We have the Solemn Simulacrum, gets us a ramp, gives us a card if it dies. Very freaking sweet. We have the Cosmos Elixirs, gives us life, and in the end game it draws us cards, which is also very freaking good. Then we have the Forsaken Monument, which gives all of our colorless creatures +2/+2, so that means our Solemn Simulacrum will be a 4/4, and all of our man lands will also be bigger. This would be a 6/5. And this would be a 4/4 the first time it gets in. So it is very freaking bueno. And all of your colorless lands tap for an additional colorless mana. You sadly can't choose to make your lands tap for colorless. They will tap for black. So yeah, that is what it is. But it is pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet nevertheless. Because let's just say you put down your Forsaken Monument with your Dream Devourer. You can put it down turn 4. Turn freaking 4. Because turn 2... you put down the Dream Devourer. Turn 3, you foretell this. It will cost 3 then. You can't play it immediately, but it is still pretty good. And then for turn 4, you have your Forsaken Monument out. Then maybe you can even have 1 more colorless mana to spare, because you only paid 3 for it. So you can even foretell your Ugin then, having down by turn freaking 5, which is so freaking good. So the dream is, you put down Dream Devourer turn 2. You foretell this in turn 3. Then in turn 4, you play it for 3 mana, have 1 colorless mana open, and yeah, foretell the Ugin. He will now cost 6, but all you need is 3 colorless mana, and you can play him. So let's say you have 1 colorless mana, or 2 colorless mana would be perfect. You have 2 colorless mana, get 4 colorless mana for it, because of the Forsaken Monument. You have 2 more black mana, that is 6 mana, you play him turn freaking 5. So freaking sweet. Even if you only have 4 lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if you only have 4 lands, you can play your Ugin on turn 5 for 6 mana. So freaking sweet. I don't think there's any way to play him faster. If there is, let me know. So yeah, here we are, playing a turn 5 Ugin. So then we have the Shadow's Verdict to wipe the freaking board. We have the Extinction Event to wipe the freaking board. We have the Baleful Mastery to get rid of whatever they own. And we have the Agonizing Remorse to get these annoying Emergent Automaton out of their hand. Then we have the Erebos Intervention. It is just such a good card. Getting you as much life back as freaking possible is so freaking sweet. Yes. And in the worst case, you can also exile stuff from the graveyard. So here you are. So, I really hope that you enjoy this very weird freaking video. For me, it is so weird. I have the camera right in front of me. I don't have a second screen where I can see what I'm recording. I won't have my typical software and everything because I'm doing this on my girlfriend's laptop. So everything is pretty freaking weird. But yeah, bear with me for 2 or maximum 3 videos in this style. I think it will be 2. Maybe on Monday there will be a video a little bit later. But at least there will be a video from my home setup, which I would prefer a little bit more because this is just so freaking weird to me. So, land-wise, we have 4 Radiant Fountains because it gives us life and is good with the Forsaken Monument. We have 4 Faceless Havens because we're playing Snow-Covered Swamps, and also it's very good with the Forsaken Monument because it becomes bigger. With the Crawling Barrens because it is just such a good card, such a good attack land, so very freaking sweet. Then we have the 10 Snow-Covered Swamps. No beautiful Bob Ross lands today, everything is weird, even the lands. And 2 Castle Locthwains. And yes, we need the Snow-Covered Swamps only to activate our Faceless Haven. Then I forgot, we have 3 Cram Sessions in here. I almost forgot. And the Cram Session gives us life, which is pretty good. And it gives us access to all of these awesome cards. So we have 2 Environmental Sciences to find lands when we need them. We have the Introduction to Prophecy to draw some cards. We have the Introduction to Annihilation to exile everything we don't like. And we have the Mascot Exhibition. And all these colorless spells that we have in here will also trigger our 2 life gain from the Forsaken Monument, just as everything else that we're playing up here. So it is very, very freaking nice. Alright, so this is Dream On because of Dream Devourer. Maybe I will make another deck similar like this very soon as Dungeons and Dragons is out, but there's so many awesome freaking cards to play with. So I'm very, very freaking excited. So thank you guys so very freaking much for bearing with me do these very weird video times. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you in those dreamy games. Alright, we're up against Butakuto. It's the first game for me of the season. We're going first against the Lurrus deck. I really don't like the looks of that, but we have the Extinction Event. All we need to do is to find some land. All we need to do is to find some land, and we're kind of okay. And I really hope we do. Alright, we did find 1 land, and we're up against a mono-black deck. That is pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. The Blood Sky Berserker. Yeah, we can get rid of that sooner or frickin' later. Found no land here. But we're still okay. We are still okay. We will just see if they maybe overextend here. Oh, they have a Field of Ruin in their deck. Interesting. Yeah, we can take 1 damage here. 1 damage is alright. It's alright. Couldn't find another land. That is pretty annoying. Pretty freaking annoying. But we will have a look at their hand, which is pretty good. But yeah, having a land here would have been pretty sweet. So we're getting rid of the Call of the Death Dweller. They still have these 2 Agadeem's Awakening, which is pretty annoying, but this costs 2, so yeah. Holy smokes, getting rid of my Faceless Haven here immediately, not even going to chill. But that is alright. It is still alright. All we need to do is to find 1 more land, and we're super happy. So, if they play 2 things here, but taking 1 hit every single turn is still a-okay to me. Yeah, 1 hit is nothing. 1 damage is nothing. Getting the Lurrus into the hand. Okay. We couldn't find a land. Okay, so we're pretty screwed here right now. Pretty screwed. Pretty screwed. Not finding the Lurrus, not finding a land here is pretty bad for us. Pretty freaking bad for us. Are you serious, game? Are you freaking serious? So, couldn't find no land. That is pretty bad for us. Pretty freaking bad for us. But we're back to 20 life. So hey. We're getting rid of 1 Cosmos Elixir here. I'm pretty sure that now that we have the Environmental Sciences, we will find a land. But it's still okay. Because we want to get the Forsaken Monument down anyways. So yeah. So taking only 1 damage each turn. That is fine with me. I told ya. I freaking told ya. So, are we getting a land here, or are we putting down the Cosmos Elixir? If we're getting the land, we still have the Baleful Mastery open, just in the worst case. And we're getting 2 more lives, so that is everything I want. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with this Forsaken Monument out. So if we can find a Dream Devourer, we can give it to them. Give it to them good. Alright, they're still just getting in with the Bloodsky Berserker. That is absolutely fine with me. Abso-freaking-lutely. And here he is. Here he freaking is. Okay. I think first off we're putting down the Forsaken Monument. Because I want some more out of my Dream Devourer than just foretelling one single card. Because with this we can foretell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We pay 2. And then we still have 3 mana open. But this is 2 mana, so yeah. Pretty a-okay. So we can foretell 2 things, which I like a lot. A freaking lot. And by the way, you found their second Field of Ruin. That is pretty annoying. So we're foretelling this one now. And we are foretelling the Cosmos Elixir as well. I think it is pretty good to foretell. Get out of here, Cosmos Elixir, into my exile bin. Alright, so if they don't kill the Dream Devourer now, it will become a huge freaking problem for them. But they have a drag to the underworld. Interesting. I still get all this stuff for free, so don't you worry about it. I'm still good. I'm still pretty good. So, what you doing here? The Hateful Eidolon. Alrighty. Yeah, you're going to be very hateful after this. Very, very hateful after this. Because I'm putting down the Ugin, and then it's going to be a G to the G for you. So I could also... Nah, I'm playing the Ugin here. I'm playing the Ugin. I mean, why shouldn't I? Why frickin' shouldn't I? I have exactly 6 mana. We didn't draw any more lands, but it is alright. It is pretty much alright. Alright, -3. Goodbye, my friend. 6 mana Ugin. Mwah. Delish. Frickin' delish. So we're still on 20 life. They lost their whole board, and we just started. We just frickin' started. So we will play this one. Cosmos Elixir is pretty sweet here. Okay, yeah, I'm still shooting that one down. Oh, now we're finding even lands. So let's... Oops, cancel. Cancel! Let's start by shooting down the Hateful Eidolon. That is of uttermost importance. Then we're putting down the Dream Devourer, because why the heck not? And we're playing our Cosmos Elixir, because why the heck not? And then we're foretelling the Baleful Mastery. Or we're foretelling another Cosmos Elixir. Because why the heck not? Alright, so now they can bring back their Hateful Eidolon if they really want to. But do they really want to? Do they really want to bring it back? I don't know. They're not looking too good here, I got to say. Oh, they have another Dragon to the Underworld. Okay, well, that was very expensive. That was very freaking expensive. So, Field of Ruin is ready for our Crawling Barrens, so let's not pump any mana into that. There would be no reason to do so. We got the Cram Session now, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So we're on 28 life now. We're getting ourselves the Masked Exhibition because it is just such an awesome... And they surrender to the power of the darkest freaking Ugin. Oh, yes. Alrighty. So, the opponent's going first. But we have an Extinction Event. We have a Mazemind Tome. We have an Agonizing Remorse. So, no matter what we're up against, we have answers for almost freaking everything. So let's put down the Crawling Barrens here. I think the Mazemind Tome is pretty good here. The Seasoned Hellblade is pretty annoying, but I think that with the Extinction Event, we're looking pretty a-okay here. We found another land. That is pretty good. Pretty freaking good. So let's cry immediately. The sooner we get our life back, the better. And another land, which is also very freaking sweet. Because that means that we can have a turn 6 Ugin, which I love so much. So freaking much. Alright, getting in there for 3. Not doing anything else. Pretty smart. The elite spell. Goodbye, my stuff. Goodbye, my awesome stuff. Oh, my lord. How are they able to play so perfectly into the Elite Spellbinder here. That is so bad. So freaking bad. So they will get rid of the Extinction Event 1,000,000%. If they aren't, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they really should get rid of that, like, immediately. Like, freaking immediately. No? No? Maybe they're getting rid of the Forsaken Monument. Oh, they're getting rid of the Agonizing Remorse. Interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay. So let's chill here for now. There's not too much we can do here anyways. But we will be drawing a card, and that is pretty sweet. Alright, so we're getting some life back in 2 turns. That is good. We got the Dream Devourer. That is pretty awesome. That is pretty freaking awesome. Another elite spell. Are you serious? Oh my lord. That is so bad. So freaking bad. Alright. Put a stop on the upkeep here. Drawing ourselves a card. If they have the hammer here, we will be pretty freaking sad. Pretty freaking sad. I don't need that land right now. I need something a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And it's another land. Okay. So I don't get anything better. So if they have a hammer, we're super dead. But what are we supposed to do here? There is honestly not too much we can do here. But to get this Ugin into our hand. Holy freaking smokes. Holy freaking smokes. Yeah, the second Elite Spellbinder was just a little bit too much. Like the perfect curvature into defeat. Into freaking defeat. There was nothing we could have done. The second Elite Spellbinder was just a little bit too much. Just a freaking touch too much. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Mono white, my friends. Mono freaking white. Like, come on. 2 of them into the hammer. That was just like the perfect... Is this the same well, I can't read kanji, so I can't really say. We're going first. We have a Shadow's Verdict. I really freaking love it. So, yeah. Let's just hope that maybe this time we aren't going up against a mono white deck with the perfect curvature. I wouldn't like it too much. It's a mono red deck, hopefully not with the perfect curvature. Well, we can at least get our Dream Devourer on the field. Foretell our Shadow's Verdict, which is pretty good. It is pretty good having it as soon as possible. And with the Cram Session, we can get ourselves some good stuff. So, let us see what they do here. If they aren't even doing anything. Yeah, they're trying to bait us into blocking here. Because they do have the Dwarf. They might still be playing it. We will find out. We will just find out here. Don't you tell me that you have something to get rid of my Dream Devourer. They do not. Do not have it. Alrighty. Well, we found a land, which is pretty sweet. We're still keeping the Dream Devourer for as long as possible. Because that means that we can get ourselves the Cram Session into a land. We can also put down the Cosmos Elixir, which is pretty sweet. Pony to the face. Alright, but his Shadow's Verdict still looking pretty A-okay to me. Still looking pretty A-okay to me. Also with the Cram Session we're getting a lot of life back, so yeah. Pretty sweet. So I think what we're doing here is Cram Session into Environmental Sciences. Seems to be the smartest thing here. Yeah, there's no need to block with the Dream Devourer here. They might still have a Frostbite, but that is my littlest worry here. We're getting so much life back. We're getting 6 life back next turn, so yeah. What are they going to do about that? So they're putting down the Bone Crusher Giant here, which we can block next turn. That is pretty good. We also found a Radiant Fountain, which is also pretty good. So we're getting a lot of life back here. Freaking love it. Freaking love it. But we still need another black source, at least one of them. So yeah. Let's get it into our hand now. And we're back to 23 life. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Not too shabby. Not too freaking shabby. And not even sure if I will be playing the Shadow's Verdict yet. Maybe I'm going Cosmos Elixir or Agonizing Remorse. They found their freaking Frostbite. Alright, so let us see if they put something on the field. The Annex. That is pretty good for us. Pretty freaking good for us. So now we're 1,000,000% using the Shadow's Verdict. I mean, it is just such a good card here. Such a freaking good card. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. So, the board is empty. We're on 18 life. We have a Solemn Simulacrum next turn if we really want to. They have another Annex. Kind of annoying, but hey, what you gonna do? And I think that, oh my, okay. That changes stuff a little bit. But just a little bit, I think. Because we kind of still need to get rid of whatever is in their hand that could kill us here. If they have an Amber Cleave, we are pretty screwed. But we will see what they have. They have a Bone Crusher Giant in hand. They at least have a Bone Crusher Giant in hand. Otherwise, it wouldn't be holding priority here. Alright. So we're getting rid of the Frostbite. The Shadow Skull Smashing is so much more costly. And we're putting down the Solemn Simulacrum. Getting ourselves another land is pretty good. So next turn we can go Forsaken Monument into Cosmos Elixir. And just hope that they aren't killing our Solemn Simulacrum here. Let's just hope. And that they didn't draw a... oh, they're doing it like this. Alrighty, that is pretty okay to me. Pretty a-okay to me. Because this will become a 4/4 now, so yeah. Pretty good. They would need another land to kill the Solemn Simulacrum next turn. They did put it down like this. Alright, that is absolutely fine with me. Oh my lord, game. Oh my lord, a game. So I didn't tap the mana right. That was absolutely my fault. I didn't tap it right. So we're blocking here like this. If they have the Amber Cleave now, we can at least get rid of the Annex next turn. So that is pretty good. And we're drawing ourselves a card. Not taking too much damage here. Only, yeah. We're only going out down to 8. But we're back to 12 next turn. Even 14. So that is pretty sweet. We could also play the Ugin here. But I don't think I wanna. I don't think I wanna do that. I think I'm doing it like this. Yes, yes. So, and we can pump our Crawling Barrens also, which is pretty sweet. So we're back to 14. So this is how the last game could have went against Mono White. But it didn't. It didn't. Alrighty. Putting down the Fireblade Charger. Equipping the sword onto the Fireblade Charger. Pretty smart. Because then it gets haste. So yeah. But I think we're still looking a-okay. I mean, we're only on 10. We only lost half of our life until now, so that is pretty good to me. Pretty good to me. Okay. So, we put in 2 counters on the Crawling Barrens. Decline. No need to do it. We found another Ugin, so, yeah. But why are you doing it like this? 1, 2, 4... 6 and 8. Getting some more life back. We are now getting rid of everything, even the sword, because we have another Ugin. So who even cares? Who even freaking cares? So, and now we can get in there for... we can't. But we can pump it up end of turn. So I thought there was maybe a way to do it all, but there wasn't. There just wasn't. Or was there? No, there wasn't. There wasn't. Nothing I could have done here. So, the Mono Red player is looking pretty bad here right now. Not gonna lie. But we're also looking pretty good here. Not gonna lie as well. So, what are you doing, my friend? What are you doing? Chilling. Okay. Well, the opponent's just a chilling hard. Just chilling hard. Looking at my Ugin. Yes, this Ugin is here to stay. Because I have another one. Oh my gosh. The Shadow Skull Smashing. Smashing the skulls. Pass to attacks. They don't have any attackers here. That is pretty sweet. Decline. Okay, we found another Crawling Barrens. So can we beat them here? So this is 6. plus 8 is 14, plus another 2 is 16. We can't beat him yet. Why are you doing it like this? Why, my friend? I really don't get you, game, sometimes. I really freaking don't get you sometimes. So, we're shooting them for 3 here in the face. Yes, we found another Ugin, my friend. I know you hate to see it. No, you freaking hate to see it. Now we are taking action, and, well, they just surrender. They just freaking surrender. Oh, man. After that mono white deck, felt pretty good. Felt pretty freaking good. Alright, we have time for one last game. Sadly, I don't have the same amount of time that I usually have. Still have to help my mama in the garden. Oh, man. Those times where I had to do all this gardening stuff. Alright, the opponent's going first, but we have the Cram Session. We're up against another mono white deck. Oh my lord, this could also be Venoda, but we do have Shadow's Verdict, so I'm pretty okay with that. I am pretty okay with that. So, getting in here, not doing anything. Another Usher, and a Selfless Savior. So we will have a look at their hand here. We'll have a look at their hand. They have something that I really don't want to see. It is pretty good. Oh, like the Elite Spellbinder, but the Sparing Regimen is also very bad. But we are getting rid of the board sooner or later, so that is still alright. And we do have the Erebos' Intervention, so we can get some life back. So, also with the Cram Session we're getting some life back, so I'm not too sad about it. I'm not too sad about it. I mean, they're getting in for a lot. They're getting in for a lot, but yeah, what you gonna do about it? Also, we found another land, which is pretty sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. So that means that we can use the Erebos Intervention pretty efficiently here. Hopefully. I really hope we can. Because, yeah. We also need to find a land in the worst case. But, I mean, it's still alright right now. It is still alright. They're getting in for some damage. It is 6 damage. Alright. 7. I'm sorry. 7 damage. And creating a little human. So, are we dead yet? There's a 6, 7, 8. It is 9. We're not dead yet. But we freaking need to use this here. Getting ourselves some life back. And getting ourselves a land is of utmost freaking importance. So, let's just hope that their hand is not land into a Blade Saurian. That would be the only thing that would really freaking annoy. Oh my lord. That is also very bad. But not the end of the world bad. Not the freaking end. Oh my. That was kind of a bad choice. Kind of a bad choice, but how would they have known? How, I ask you. So we're still getting 8 here. It is still pretty brutal. Please do it. Please do it. Oh, they're not doing it. Sad. Sad. But yeah, we are looking pretty okay still. Not perfect, but we are still on 5 life, which is okay to me. Absolutely okay to me. So we're getting rid of the whole board here. Then we can go Cram Session, get ourselves some more life back. So yeah, there is still ways to go. There is still a long ways to go. The Faceless Haven, they don't have another snow-covered plane, so it is okay. It is okay. So, we're getting another Environmental Sciences. We didn't find a land, which is a little bit bad, but we are finding a land here now, so it is alright. So, and we're putting down the Mazemind Tome, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on 6 mana right now. 7 mana. That is good. That is pretty good. So, we can put down the Cosmos Elixir this turn. And I mean, they're getting in there for a lot of damage. That is annoying, but we're getting some life back ourselves, so yeah. It is still what it is. It is still what it is. So we're drawing a card here. Maybe we find something useful. A land, that is very useful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. They found the land before we did. Another mono white beatdown with the perfection. With the freaking perfection. Oh my lord. Oh, oh man. Oh man. Alright, no matter where I am in the world, no matter how far from home, there's one thing I will always freaking do, and that is thank my patrons. Thank you guys so very freaking much for supporting the channel. And yes, Vinci, I got your message, but there's no way for me to change the Patreon from where I am right now, so bear with me. I will say your name right, but it will still be written wrong on here, so I'm very sorry about that. So, special thanks to every single one of you who's here on this awesome list for supporting the channel with your hard-earned cash. Thank you guys so very freaking much. First off to our Zedru the Great-Hearted, with Randy Campbell, John, Chris Stevens, John Cooley, Automaton, and Vinci MH, not HM. Yes, I got the message, but as I said, you will have to bear with me until Monday. I'm sorry, but making a video is way more important than not making a video to me. Then a special thanks to our Gold Span Dragons with Waffles, with Randy A.K. Donald T, Floriano Scott, Jan Newman, Simster625, Anthony, Tim Clanny, and William Whitehead. And a very special thanks to our Nico Bolos, Godpharaoh, Earl, Chris Katowski, and Grandolph. Thank you guys so very much for supporting the channel in the highest tier. I really freaking appreciate it. Alright, let's hope that this is working out. Oh, it is. It is working. That is perfect. So, the deck is good, but the mono white was just so freaking fast. There was no way for us to beat him. It was just a perfection. Like the two Damo Vito della Rosa cards that were getting everything out of our hand. We're just too freaking good. Just too freaking good. What you gonna do about it? So yeah, but this is a very fun deck, a very efficient deck in my eyes. Maybe the Dream Devourer is a little bit janky. Maybe you could put in some more spot removal. But do you really want to? I mean, you could put in one more Erebos intervention and maybe one more Extinction Event instead of the Dream Devourer. But this is what we got right here today. I was still looking to the wrong camera right now. Yeah, alright. So, thank you guys so very freaking much. If you didn't do so already, subscribe to the channel. We're on our road to 3.3 thousand, which is insane to me. So freaking sweet. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you who's here. Yeah, share the video with a friend, leave a like, all the good stuff. And thank you so very freaking much for bearing with me through these very weird freaking times in this tiny room that isn't my home. So thank you guys so very freaking much. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.